Nanu Nanu. Welcome back to the Emperor Atheist channel with your host, the Emperor Atheist. There's been a lot of things been transpiring over the last couple of weeks. I know a lot of y'all heard about the Chris Brown Soulja Boy thing. That's fucking hilarious, man. They actually gonna do a pay-per-view fight for that shit. But hey, whatever. Hell, I might even buy myself, go to a fucking comedy club and just fucking laugh. But this video is about the black church and basically the death of the black church and where is the black church headed. And the reason I'm going to focus on the black church in this video, like I said, you know, a lot of y'all who've actually looked at my videos and listened to my videos as far as a Bible is bullshit series. I also did a Quran is bullshit series, and I'm about to do a religion, just straight religion is bullshit series. I just did part one for those who haven't went back and checked it out. And so I'm going to keep going with these particular series, but I have to break, dib and dab, and do different things, different subjects, because there's so many different subjects, so many different people requesting certain videos and for me to talk on certain things. So I'm doing this particular video on the black church. Now, why am I be doing something about the black church and not the white church or the Indian church? Well, first of all, I'm black. And as growing up being black and being religious, I basically understand the mentality that we have and the vigor that we have when it comes to this imaginary God. The black church, or black people in itself, I think, my opinion, and we have polls to even show this, but I'm just going to go on what I see and what I've been seeing for years. And I say this all the time. We are the most religious people on the planet Earth. I don't care what nobody says. I think we're the most religious, Bible-toting people ever. And not just Christianity, but Islam. When we cling to something, it's like we cling to it hard. That's just how we do. And it seems like we go for the most, we fall for the most tricks when it comes to religious bullshit. I mean, you look at people like Creflo Dollar and T.D. Jakes. You see their church filled up with mostly black men and women, mostly women. And this man asked for a jet for 65, 70 million. He's gonna get it. I mean, because we're the most gullible Jesus freaks ever. And it's basically bad. But maybe over the last 10, 15, 20 years, it's been a decline in the black church. A lot of y'all might not believe that. But it's actually been a decline in the black church. Now, what are the reasons for this decline? I would say my guess is a lot of people are waking up as far as the new generation. A lot of people are doing more reading. The internet, Google. People got Google at their hands now. And they're seeing that a lot of stuff that they've been taught by their parents and grandparents, as far as the Bible go, as far as Jesus stories go, is basically nonsensical. It's bullshit. Some people just don't feel it. They just feel like, hey, something ain't right about this shit. And they're basically waning away from the church. But I think in hindsight, and like I said, this is just my opinion on it. Me being a Christian for so many years, going to a theology school, being the son of a pastor and the grandson of a pastor, I think one of the main reasons that there's been a decline in the black church is basically simply due to prayers not being answered. I think that a lot of people, when you look at our people, when you look at the situation we're in, especially here in America, as far as the crime rate within our communities, black on black crime, gangs, unemployment, which is probably worse than all that, HIV, disease, cancer. We have a lot of issues in our community. And for us to be so religious and for it to be a black church, almost in every ghetto, on every corner, it's more churches than it is liquor stores in the black neighborhoods. And y'all know how the liquor stores are in the black neighborhood. You know, it's a part of gentrification, which honestly, black people shouldn't allow that, because you don't see all these liquor stores in Jewish communities and other communities like that, because they don't allow it to happen. And we should stand up and stop that shit too. But at the same time, the church, I think, is also a part of the same gentrification. The church has done nothing for our people except basically made them mentally docile. Christian church has done nothing for us. And some people might say, oh, well, you know, the church, they give food, or they do this, or they help the homeless sometime. You can get that from FEMA, or you can get that from Red Cross. You don't need a church or somebody coming to you with a false Bible or this fake ass dream about heaven or hell, or the fear of hell to, you know, to make you think that they're good people. I mean, anybody can do that. I mean, it's just not something that is sensible to look at, especially in the black communities, to think that it's doing something good for us, because the church has been here for hundreds of years in our communities, and our situation is actually getting worse. It's not getting better. So what is going on with all the prayers from the black people? All the prayers going up every week. All the millions of dollars y'all giving to these pimps. I mean, preachers, excuse me. Where is the prayers? Where are the prayers going? So I think a lot of people, especially the younger generation, I think they're waking up and they're saying, man, ain't nothing changing in our community. The preacher riding around in the Rolls Royce and the Bentleys, and we still struggling, man, just to pay $400-500 rent. And we still on food stamps or this and that. And they're not stereotyping certain black churches, because you got some black churches where they're wealthy to do black people. They're just as foolish as the poor ones, still giving their money away to these pimps, I mean preachers. So the decline of the black church, I think, is going to continue because, like I said, once again, information. There's more information out there. There's more knowledge out there. And you don't have to be on the same wavelength or thinking pattern as your grandmother, grandfather once was. This is what they had. This is what was forced to them through their parents and grandparents through slavery. But we have no excuse to believe in these false religions now. So I think that is also a major reason for the decline in the black church. Like I say, amongst people just waking up and basically using more reason and rationale and more logic to why things are still the way they are. How can your God be omnibenevolent or omnipotent, all-powerful, but things are not changing for you, or things are not changing around your community? And the only way these things are going to change is by your own hands. It's not going to change by some spook, invisible God up in heaven that you've been taught to believe in, or some Jesus Christ who you claim died for your sins 2,000 years ago. But obviously all of the millions and billions of people who lived before them, he didn't die for their sins. So, I mean, shit just don't make sense. And it's basically, you know, it's coming to a particular head, I think, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Because the church is doing nothing for our community. It's doing nothing for nobody. You know what I'm saying? It never has. You know what I mean? As far as soulless, you know, people going to church to make them feel good from week to week. A lot of problems that they go through. Yeah, you know, I guess it's the church can be used as a good psychological couch for people who need it. You know what I mean? And I think that's religion, period. It's just something that people have to look forward to. Like they have to feel like it's something there that's going to help them, or that attempt to help them, or that they're talking to somebody that loves them, or something like this. But and then some people, this is going to be hard to, you know, not everybody is going to shake religion. Not everybody can become agnostic or atheist or whatever other term you want to use. But I think for the most part, and I've said this in private videos, I've said this in talks and public speaking before, that eventually religion is going to die out. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I think eventually, as the human mind and we continue to evolve towards better things, towards trying to understand life more with the help of science, even philosophy. I mean, I think eventually religion is going to wean its way out anyway. And it's probably going to be a while, but I think that's what we're on a course for. We're on a course for religion to basically just get out of here, especially Christianity and Islam, where they're killing each other now. People are going to get tired of this eventually. Even the Jews, man. You know how many atheist Jews there are now? You got to think about it. I mean, you know, to be an atheist Jew in this time, this is a big statement to be an atheist and a Jew, because Silverman, David Silverman, they're Jewish and they're atheists, big speakers against religion. Sarah Silverman, and to be a Jew and to reject the book that was basically written about you and your so-called ancestors, And if they have sense enough to realize this bullshit, then I mean, other people should definitely realize this bullshit. So, I mean, it's the same thing. You know, people say, well, yeah, they atheists. Yeah, they atheists. It's just like me going to any area in Africa and listening to the tales of our ancestors and what they felt about certain gods or deities, and me being a logical person and understanding that these are made up gods too. So just because these are my people, you know, don't mean I should accept what they're doing or believe in the myth that they believed in. But I just wanted to make that point to say that even the number of atheists amongst Jewish conservatives and people who were raised up in the Jewish faith, there's a growing number of atheists in those communities. I just wanted to make that point because just people are waking up all the way around. But I basically really encourage my people to wake up from this fucking bullshit. Religion is bullshit. It was given to you by stupid Europeans. I mean, who basically didn't know a damn thing about the Bible. They didn't know what the hell they was getting. But they forced this on your ancestors, and you came over here with it, and you embraced it like it was the fucking real truth, and it's not the real truth. So, I mean, that's my take. But I think it's a good sign that the black church is declining, and I hope it continues to decline. But hey, it is what it is, and you know, hopefully more people will wake up and continue to research and study and to do these particular things. But that's my time on this particular video. I'm going to speak on it some more, man, because it's like really a hot topic as far as the black church is concerned. But like I said, thanks for sharing my videos and liking my videos. Continue to watch them and share them and spread it all around. Once again, the book is coming soon. Why do you still believe in God? Peace out and pray.